hold on. All right, just to continue on, the first state is out of the record frame here. So I want to answer the next question. I'll answer it actually at the end. So just to kind of give you a little bit of a background on this, I've had a lot of questions about my first state butcher cover, to what it was, who authenticated it, some problems with authentication, with some people not believing some of the authentications. So what I wanted to do is just show it completely, and how I have a couple different authentications with it, and get up close and personal with it. So that's why I took it out of the frame for you guys, and I'm going to kind of go in a moment of silence here, but I want to show you like corner for corner what it looks like really up close and personal, so you can actually see the pixelation. I mean, because in person the pixelation is so clear, it's not even funny. So, all right, I'll shut up now. Let's go ahead and get into the corner here. So you can see, if you get really close up there, I'm going to get really close now, you can see those really good pixelations, and it just shines. And what I like especially is the edge of the cover. It has more to it. You can see more the space between Ringo's arm, and then you can see all of Ringo's smock, the bottom of a smock. So that's it there. And then I want to show you the record here. So this is the record and sleeve that came with it. It's an East Coast, as you can tell. It says it has the 1 without the little slope on the 1. And this is, of course, in the corresponding East Coast cover. I would show you the back of the cover, but I don't want to pick it up right now. But it is, you can tell the difference of the hues on the butcher cover. This has a more purpley hue than the West Coast variant, which has more of the natural tones. So, and here, actually, let's go ahead and put on the 2 authentications I have for it. So this one, if you've seen my other video, which I will link, my first state, this is the first one you see by Jim Hansen, which I believe, I've had a lot of questions. This is the one where everybody's like, well, it's Jim Hansen, he's not a very good, oh, he's totally, he knows what he's doing. He's one of 2 butcher peeler pros. Those are the ones, he knows what he's doing. So, and I stand fully by him. He's like in the circle with Perry Cox. So you have like Bruce Spizers, Frank Daniels, and then Jim Hansen, and then Gary Hine. I mean, those are the guys. But also in there that a lot of people don't mention, and this guy was actually at Fest for the Beatles, was Wayne Johnson from Rockaway Records, and that's actually where I got it from. So I actually got it from Wayne Johnson, the co-owner of Rockaway Records, which that's the back of my cover. Has a name on the top, and it has a marker on it. So I don't know if this was pre-sold before, because it has the marker. If you see in the picture, it has the marker on it, but it could have been a pre-sold kind of thing before the actual album went on sale. And then somebody unfortunately wrote their name. So, but that is, if you want to pause it, you can definitely take a look at it. But one thing Wayne Johnson does mention is it's going to be the same horizontal length from side to side with the cover. So what I want to do is I got this is a shrink revolver. It's a first print. So I want to go ahead and put that right on top of the first date so you can actually see. So it's in line, as you can tell. Let me focus. Focus, please. There we go. So it's in line. So we're going to follow it all the way across. And as you can see, I'm going to actually take that away. You can actually, sorry for the camera work. You can see that the first date is actually a little bit bigger. Move the line here. Sorry, I'm moving it just a tad. But you can see length for length. So let me actually do this. I'm going to move this up a little. And then move this over here so you can actually see it even better. So there's where it starts. And there's where it ends. So it hasn't been cut, as you can tell. And it's totally, definitely, really, really a first date butcher cover. So now the story that I wanted to end with while I panned the butcher cover is how this one got away. I've told this story a couple times, but I wanted to actually document it. So what happened when, in 1995, to be exact, I was a kid, and the Beatles anthology just came out. And I liked the Beatles beforehand, but I never really thought about collecting them. So the Beatles anthology came out, and I was just like, wow, I should do this. And I got more into it, let's just say that. And I went to my first record store, and lo and behold, there was a first date butcher cover. Did I know about it at the time under the cabinet? No. But I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I got the impression in my mind that they were everywhere. And I had no idea what a second state was at this time. I had no idea what a third state was. So I was like, oh, it was $800 back in 1995, and it looked really good. So I left, and then, I wasn't going to get it. I mean, I was, but I wasn't. It was kind of one of those things. It's $800. That's a lot of money back then. So we went back, and we talked to the store manager, and the album was gone. Some guy had eight $100 bills and bought it. And so it kind of got away, kind of thing. But lo and behold, I want to say, 4 years ago, my wife, for an anniversary gift, got this for me, which I'm really, really thankful. This is like my holy grail of all holy grails for me in all of my collection. This is the one thing that if I ever had to sell anything, or if I had to sell all my collection, I should say, I would always, always keep this. And I told my wife I'm going to be buried with it. So there is one less first date butcher cover that nobody's going to get in the world because it's going to be buried with me. So, but yeah, that's my story. And I just wanted to show the first date to everybody that can see it without the actual frame and see how it is. So, all right. Well, I want to say congratulations again to Psycho's Platters for what he's accomplished. 500 subs. That's amazing. So if you want to see more, remember to go down and check out the links that I'm going to provide. If you want to see more, just stay tuned and have a good day. And as Ringo would say, peace and love. Peace and love.